Chuck, thank you so much for doing this. Super appreciate it. I just wanted to kind of hear from you a little bit about your experience with Supply Chain Creative and what you guys do. But before we get into that, like just tell us a quick bit about who you are.
Yeah, appreciate it. No problem. Yeah, so Chuck Fuerst, Chief Commercial Officer with ReverseLogix. So oversee kind of our sales, marketing, and some of our customer success teams. And ReverseLogix, just kind of spinning into that, right? We're a SaaS solution provider focused on returns management. It's kind of the entire life cycle of a return. So think when you think you buy something online, need to return it, and there's a whole process that goes along with it. We work with brands, retailers, manufacturers to streamline and kind of automate that process for all of their customers.
Awesome. And you guys do a great job with it. So, real quickly, I mean, I think if I'm remembering correctly, we've done maybe 4 or 5 or 6, I can't recall now, projects that splintered into various social videos, and a lot of them were case studies and social proof type of stuff. Can you maybe tell me how Supply Chain Creative was to work within that process and maybe some of the highlights from all of that?
Yeah, well, Supply Chain Creative and the entire team there, right, have been great to work with. The end product has always surpassed expectations. I think the team is super experienced, knowledgeable, and very creative, but also to that, right, in working with not only our team here at ReverseLogix, but also the customers that we go on site with and their teams. They just have a knack of making everybody feel comfortable. A lot of people don't like being on camera and being interviewed and things like that. And so I think there's just kind of a skill to make people comfortable in doing things like that. And the team has always done a very good job of that. And there's always kind of, I would say, things that pop up that don't always go according to script when we're on site and somebody's schedule shifts or the weather changes or we don't have access to something we thought we'd have access to. And the team at Supply Chain Creative just it rolls with it, improvises, comes up with ideas and solutions on site while keeping everything on track. And like I said, the end product has always been far above expectations for not only myself, my team, but anybody at our company or outside of a company that has ever seen the videos.
I'm so glad we could support you in that way, and thank you for all those kind words. So, can you talk maybe about is there a way you can measure the impact that we had, or can you talk about what we did and what kind of impact that might have had on Reverse Logics?
Yeah, I think it's widespread in terms of the impact, right? And it's not always easily to tie it to one particular metric or proof point, but some examples I would say is we have used these case study videos that we've put together, on almost every single sales opportunity that we work with prospective customers, right? And we're using them as a way to obviously show some evidence and proof points around what we've delivered and the type of experience we've provided with customers. And it's always best to hear that from somebody that's had an experience with the company and the product than it is us continuing to tell people. So we're definitely leveraging them in that regard. We leverage them in our own PR efforts, right? Just to raise awareness and visibility for the company. We use them internally, with new employees and people that are onboarding with the customers so they can get a sense of real life examples of what the software is doing and the value it's providing. And I can say just even company people inside the company that aren't client facing, seeing those videos, I think to me gives them a sense of pride and accomplishment. If it's somebody in development and they see how the software they work on delivers value to a company or to an individual at a company, sense of pride. So it's widespread usage in terms of the value it's delivered. Definitely helps us in sales processes and helps us progress those opportunities. But that's, I think that's one area of the impact that we've seen in working with the team at Supply Chain Creative.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad we could support you in all those different areas. So, if somebody's kind of maybe on the fence, not sure if they should work with us, or what might you say to that person?
Yeah, I have in the past and will continue to recommend the team at Supply Chain Creative. Right, they're always the first company and resource I think of when anybody asks me about, hey, have you worked with anybody to produce a video or a case study or something like that? So definitely no hesitation in my part to recommend the team. Continue to use them myself, obviously, and have done so over a couple of different roles. And so great team to work with. No hesitation in terms of leveraging them on any project. And as I said, just in terms of the overall execution is far exceeds anybody I've worked with. The end product is superior. But some of the intangibles are just the people you work with, and having resources that aren't necessarily W-4 employees of your company, and taking those resources to a customer site, that blend in, professional, make everybody feel comfortable. I've had multiple compliments in just terms of the people we've worked with and shot in these videos, just complimenting the team at Supply Chain Creative. So no hesitation. We'll continue to recommend them.
Chuck, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. Know you're a busy guy. Really grateful that we've been able to walk this journey, and really grateful that you can share some thoughts with us today.